We are back with more Hot Topics with Ryan Gorman and Jack Harris from 970 WFLN.
And it was Jack who said men age better than women, just so you remember.
Just to recap.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife's going to kill me. I'm not going to let her see this.
She is. All right, after a trip to Disney World, one angry mom took to Facebook to vent her frustration with childless millennials. The mom wrote, quote, "Disney World is for children. People without children need to be banned. Mothers with children should be allowed to skip all the lines."
Did she say it that way with that intonation?
Yes. These immature millennials throw away their money on useless crap.
Did she say it like that?
Yep.
Really? Okay.
They have no idea the joy and happiness it is to mothers who buy their baby treats and toys.
You'd be a good actress.
Come on.
She does well in that.
Yeah, okay.
She's
this is ridiculous.
an angry woman who needs to calm it down.
There's a lot of people angry these days.
But there are so many people who love Disney. I don't care how old you are.
That's for people of all ages.
Yeah, come on. It's the happiest place on
Even
earth.
more so now. You know, Walt Disney didn't want any alcohol there because kids were there. And of course,
we see how that went.
Once he passed away, boom, it all changed.
Let's be honest, when you go to Disney, who's the bigger pain? The millennials walking around or the little kids screaming and out of control?
That's it. I used to said one time, I wish they didn't let these kids in.
Exactly.
Right. Like
screaming and hollering and
like
everything else.
But,
yeah.
Okay, so you want to ban the kids from Disney?
Yes, I want to ban the kids and allow the childless millennials. That's the new policy. Yes.
I'm with him. We're getting rid of the kids.
You know what?
Ryan Gorman and Jack Harris, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to be 35 to get in.
Yes.
Disney and all the theme parks still have to work on a way to get people out of lines for like an hour to get on something. They've got to come up with.
Sometimes
I know they've
with
got
the
a
new
fast
rides,
pass,
it's like
but it's
8
not,
hours.
It's not fast.
Yeah.
It's not a fast
They had a
pass.
new ride at, I think it was at Universal, and people waited 10 hours to get on that new ride.
That's
so I guess
crazy.
people are ready to do it. And they do have the fast passes at Disney that you can buy, but you have to pay extra money to get them.
And sometimes they're not that fast, Jack.
They're never that fast.
No.
With the lines there.
All right, well, since you want to ban kids from Disney, Ryan, let's talk about getting rid of Halloween, too. Why don't we do that? Let's just...
I'm not a Halloween fan, so I'm all about it.
All right. Well, this is serious. It's not about getting rid of Halloween.
No.
A petition to change the day that Halloween actually falls on is gaining a lot of popularity, not only with kids, but with adults as well. Now, the petition is calling for Halloween to officially be celebrated on the last Saturday of October so that it never falls on a weekday again. Life would be made a lot easier for kids who have to go to school and parents who have to work the next day. I think this is a brilliant idea.
Yes, it is. As somebody who doesn't like Halloween, I don't like the fact that it drags on for a week. It's not a one-day holiday. You got the day that Halloween is, then you got the Saturday anyway. People are saying, just put it on one day. Let's get it over with and be done with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand where parents are coming from, and I understand where teachers are coming from, and they say a weekend is the best way to go. But I also think there will be a rise in crime if it's only on a Saturday. That's just where my mind went.
That's a possibility. I just think
I know you think I'm nuts.
I think it's
and Rob's
breaking.
looking at me like I'm crazy. But
What, the purge?
I think it's breaking tradition. I think it's breaking tradition.
Okay, and I sort of get that. I know a traditionalist would say,
the history of Halloween.
Right,
if you go back on the history of Halloween, there's a reason it's on the last day.
But there's precedent here.
People barely know the history of Christmas.
Wait. But there's precedent here because wasn't Thanksgiving changed to the last Thursday of November? Didn't there used to be a particular day for Thanksgiving and they moved it? I don't know.
For Black Friday, was it for the shopping? Is that one?
I don't know.
That would make sense.
But there is precedent here. So I just think, so people don't have to get up the next day when it's on a weekday, move it to the last Saturday.
Yeah, one day. Get it done with, like a Band-Aid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jack, you're the traditionalist saying no. You want it on the 31st.
I think there's something to tradition. I mean, it would be more sensible to move it to the last Saturday because, again, kids stay up late and that kind of thing. But, again, you're blowing away tradition, and it's going to ruin all the good Saturday party places.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Yes.
Funeral live streaming services have been around for more than a decade, but the practice has recently exploded in popularity. Nearly 20% of U.S. funeral homes now offer the service, a big number in an industry that's resistant to change. And tech-savvy entrepreneurs offer live streaming as a service to hesitant funeral directors. Do you think it's a good idea?
Wait, I'm not even following
Well,
this.
some funeral directors aren't too keen on having a live stream of their funeral, but there's a demand for it.
Is
So
this
more
for
and
people
more
who
people
can't
are
make it?
Yeah, for
so
people who can't make it to a
attend,
funeral.
so you watch the funeral from your computer at home.
that's a
or
ridiculous
or at work.
idea.
Do they still dress in black as they watch it on their computer screen?
First of all, I think a funeral is, having just been through my mother's funeral last December, I think that it's a very intimate moment with family and friends that I would like to keep in a funeral home or wherever you're having it.
What about for relatives who couldn't attend, who would have loved to have attended, and they could just kind of turn it on and watch from wherever they are?
I'm sorry.
Do you have a problem with that?
I just think it's a moment that I don't want to have cameras.
Right.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
That's all I'm
Other
saying.
than the fact you have to have the cameras in there, that's a bad idea. If somehow they could do it from cameras which are pretty well concealed or something like that, it would be good for people who couldn't be there. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Like the
relatives
camera is just
4 or
going to
5
be
states away.
basically on whatever you want it to be
I don't
on.
like the idea of somebody watching it like not wearing pants.
Really? See, now I
mean,
personally have missed a few of my relatives' funerals because of work.
Yeah.
And I would have appreciated being able to watch the service
well, perhaps
wherever I
maybe videoing them and then sending them to you or something like that. That would be an alternative.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a live stream, right? Maybe maybe it is just recorded, and
Just
then
get a
whoever wants
video
to.
and-
Just like they do make, you know, recordings of weddings and things, you can do it for
Yeah.
a funeral. Might be big business, Cindy, that you could get into.
on that happy note.
both very tragic.
Yes, yes, sometimes.
Have a nice weekend, everybody.
Thank you.
Ryan Gorman and Jack Harris from 970
Thanks,
WFLA.
guys.
Just in case you're still mad about the comment from the previous
Jack.
segment.
It's Jack.
We'll be right
I've forgotten what it was.